Let's skip the endless spec sheets. You are looking at the DJI Air 3S and the Mini 4 Pro, and you want to know which one actually belongs in your bag. Here is the reality. The Mini 4 Pro is all about zero friction. It is a brilliant little camera that you will completely forget is sitting in your backpack. The Air 3S is a completely different beast, built for deliberate filmmaking. It demands more weight and space, but it pays you back with a massive 1-inch sensor and real optical zoom. Choosing between them comes down to one simple question. Do you want the ultimate travel buddy or a serious creative tool? Here's what matters. Portability and aviation rules. Let's start with the physical footprint. The DJI Mini 4 Pro weighs less than 249 grams. That specific number is not an accident. Aviation authorities around the globe use 250 grams as the legal threshold for drone registration. By coming in under that limit, the Mini 4 Pro gives you a hall pass in many different countries. You buy it, you charge it, and you fly it. If you travel internationally, this drone is a lifesaver. You avoid foreign customs forms and border crossing anxiety. It folds to the size of an apple and slides into any normal backpack pocket. The Air 3S is a completely different animal. It weighs 724 grams. You will absolutely notice that weight after a long day of walking. You need a dedicated hard case just to carry it around safely. More importantly, you have to formally register it. The FAA wants your name attached to it, but do not let paperwork scare you away. Registering takes 5 minutes online. The real question is whether you are willing to haul the extra bulk up a hiking trail. If you want a flying camera on vacation, the Mini 4 Pro is obvious. If you plan a dedicated video shoot, the size of the Air 3S becomes an advantage. Camera systems and sensor sizes. This is where the conversation ends for serious creators. The camera systems on these drones are fundamentally different. Let's look at the Air 3S first. DJI packed 2 distinct cameras into this drone. You get a primary wide camera equipped with a massive 1-inch sensor shooting 50 megapixels, and a medium telephoto camera equipped with a 1/1.3-inch sensor. That 1-inch sensor is the main event. It captures light in a way the Mini simply cannot match. When the sun goes down, the footage from the Air 3S stays remarkably clean. The shadows hold detail. The bright highlights do not blow out instantly into pure white pixels. Then you have that telephoto lens. It gives you a 70mm equivalent field of view. You can visually compress the background and make human subjects look incredible without flying uncomfortably close to their faces. The Mini 4 Pro takes a different approach. It features a single wide camera. In broad daylight, the 4K footage is spectacular, but it hits a physical wall when lighting gets tough. You will see distracting digital noise in the shadows much earlier. However, the Mini 4 Pro has a massive trick up its sleeve. The camera gimbal physically rotates 90 degrees to shoot true vertical video. You don't have to artificially crop your footage later and ruin your overall resolution. If you make content for mobile platforms, this feature alone makes the Mini 4 Pro the winner. The Air 3S forces you to crop a horizontal image. Bottom line, choose the Air 3S for pure image quality. Choose the Mini 4 Pro for vertical video. Stability and flight dynamics. Let's talk about what happens when you put these things in the air. Physical weight matters out in the elements. When you fly a drone that weighs less than a smartphone, you are at the mercy of the wind. The Mini 4 Pro is remarkably stable for its size, but physics is physics. If you fly near the coast, a stiff breeze will push it around. You will see the tiny motors working overtime to keep the horizon level, chewing through battery life as it fights to hold position. The Air 3S laughs at those exact same weather conditions. Its heavier chassis gives it serious authority. It confidently handles wind speeds up to 12 meters per second. When you film a perfectly smooth tracking shot of a moving car, that physical stability is everything. Both drones track subjects beautifully using automated software, but the Air 3S keeps up with much faster subjects. It easily tracks a speeding dirt bike or a sports car. The Mini 4 Pro tops out around 25 miles per hour, falling behind anything faster than a casual jog. Obstacle avoidance and night flying. Nobody wants to crash their camera into a tree. Both models feature omnidirectional obstacle sensing. They have cameras looking forward, backward, up, down, and out to the sides. If you fly them at a brick wall in broad daylight, they stop dead or smoothly fly around the danger. But the Air 3S brings something entirely new that changes the game. It features forward-facing LiDAR technology. This is a massive deal for low-light flying. Standard vision sensors rely on visual contrast to see the world. If it is pitch dark outside, they cannot see the thin tree branches hiding in the shadows. LiDAR actually shoots out invisible laser pulses to physically measure the distance to objects. It works perfectly in pitch black conditions. If you bring the drone home after a late sunset shoot, the Air 3S literally feels its way through the dark to avoid crashing. The Mini 4 Pro is practically blind in those dark conditions. If you choose to fly at night with the Mini, you fly completely on manual trust. Let me explain why this matters. The best possible light for filming happens right after the sun goes down. Knowing your drone has a built-in hardware safety net gives you the mental confidence to push your shots further. Internal memory and media management. Here is a highly practical detail that heavily impacts your day-to-day filming workflow. Digital storage space. The Mini 4 Pro comes equipped with a measly 2 GB of internal storage. That is practically nothing in the modern world of high-resolution video. You absolutely must remember to pack a fast micro SD card every single time you leave your house. Your fancy drone is effectively reduced to a very expensive paperweight. The Air 3S fixes this deeply frustrating problem entirely. It packs a massive 42 GB of internal storage right out of the box. You can show up to a remote location, realize your memory card is inside your laptop, and just shrug it off completely. You have enough internal space to record almost a full battery worth of high bitrate video. It removes a massive point of stress from the entire creative process when you are rushing to capture a fleeting sunset. Making the right choice. Bottom line, there is absolutely no wrong answer here between these two machines. There is only the wrong answer for your specific workflow. If you are someone who hikes 10 miles into the backcountry, travels internationally on a regular basis, or strictly produces vertical content for mobile platforms, the Mini 4 Pro is an absolute masterpiece of engineering. It gives you 90% of the capability of a cinema drone inside a tiny package that fits in your jacket pocket. It avoids frustrating government red tape and is incredibly easy to live with day after day. But if your main focus is strictly on the art and craft of actual filmmaking, the Air 3S is undeniably the superior tool for the job. The massive 1-inch sensor gives you the vital dynamic range you need for professional color grading. The optical telephoto lens fundamentally changes how you tell visual stories by letting you compress backgrounds. The added physical weight guarantees perfectly smooth footage even in horrible coastal weather. And the incredible new LiDAR sensing technology ensures your expensive investment comes home safe even in the pitch dark. Take a hard look at your camera bag. If you deeply value zero friction, buy the Mini 4 Pro. If you are willing to carry a slightly heavier tool to get a noticeably better final image, buy the Air 3S.